You're listening to the KATcast, a weekly podcast from the staff you love to listen to each weekday on 94.3 Cat Country. Killian Hart and Jordan J. Now, here they are, talking about life, love, and everything mid-Missouri.
Well, how about this? Happy Valentine's Day. We are recording this on Valentine's Day, and we hope whatever you're up to, it's a day full of love and romance.
Fun and frivolity.
Valentine's Day, yay.
I'm gagging myself just saying that. I'm sorry.
I have a fun Valentine's story, right?
Oh, tell me, please. I want to hear the Jordan J. Valentine's story.
So here's the deal. Okay, it was a couple years ago. And the thing is, my wife, she always says, like, don't give me anything for Valentine's Day.
It's a trap.
I know, right?
And it's a trap.
Everyone says that, but, like, you know, it feels bad when you don't get something on Valentine's Day. Let's just face it, right?
Feels bad for who?
Well, just remember,
if someone doesn't get like you know what I mean. So
do you
like,
feel bad if you don't get something on Valentine's Day?
I mean, not really, but like, do you feel left out a little bit?
No,
maybe
not
a
at all.
touch.
I want nothing.
Really?
I swear, really.
So let me ask.
I want my cookie back.
You're telling me if your wife, everyone around her is receiving all these flowers and beautiful romantic gifts, and all of a sudden she gets nothing, she wouldn't be like, well, it would have been nice.
Oh no! I'm saying me.
Oh, you.
I get nothing. I'm with you on the other thing.
Yeah.
No,
honestly, me, not so much. But anyway, she's always saying, no, I don't need anything for Valentine's Day. But there's one year where I decided, okay, I went all out. I got tons of flowers. I peeled the flower petals off and like made a trail to the giant bouquet.
This is pre-child, isn't it?
No. We had Jensen.
You already had a kid at that point.
Wow.
Yeah, my son was already like, I don't know, he might have been like a year and a half, two. Like, so he was young. He was young.
You're setting the bar way too high for the rest of maledom. I just want you to know.
So I sprinkled a little trail of flower petals to the actual bouquet, and I had like a whole bunch of other stuff, like some wine and some chocolates and all this. I went all out, right?
Yes.
And it was funny. We roll in, and I'm like, okay, well, I raised the shades up because I did this in the morning. So I'm like, well, I need sun because I don't want to come home and the flowers are just dead, right? It's just, that would be a Valentine's bust.
Right.
So I didn't want that happening. So anyway, we ended up coming home, and like the first reaction Emily has is, someone's been in our house because she thought someone broke in.
We've been robbed.
Yeah, she thought she's like, the curtains aren't normally like that. She busts in. She thinks that there's like someone that robbed the joint. And all of a sudden I'm like, wait, hold on, babe, wait. And then like she looks and she goes, what is all of this? And I was like,
well, she does have a law enforcement background, right? So it's like,
Well, I was going to say that's fantastic that, she's all like busting in. On your Valentine's Day surprise.
Freeze!
That's hilarious.
Yes,
sucker.
Yeah, so it's just funny. So I was kind of like, oh, well, I was like, that's not how it was supposed to go. She was supposed to walk in the front door.
Yes.
She didn't. She went through a different way. And I was like, wait, no, you're going to ruin the experience
once she saw the flowers.
Yeah, well, when she saw that, she was like, oh, what'd you do? You know what I mean? Like,
you sensitive sloth, you. I'm telling you. See?
Oh, let's hear about the best thing you've ever done, Hilly.
Oh, I've gotten flowers before.
Best thing you've ever done.
What do you mean?
Not that you've received. Not go, well, I've gotten flowers.
No. I mean, I've gotten flowers for her. I've bought flowers for her.
Gotcha. I thought you were saying that you received flowers.
Me. What am I going to do with flowers?
We talking about you. I don't know.
What do you do? Look at them? I mean, it's like...
They're beautiful. I can see mine
a man has no use for flowers. unless you're a florist. And then you can sell them.
And you can sell them, yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I mean, look, hey, listen, if you're a guy and you like flowers, I'm not making fun of you. That's fine. Enjoy. I hope she gives you flowers for Valentine's Day. But
no, I'm not saying guys receive. I thought it was odd that you had received flowers because that's what the statement had sounded like.
No, when I said I got, in other words, I got them for her. That's
got you.
I don't expect anything on Valentine's Day, but if you want to win your way to my heart, chocolate-covered strawberries is the way to do it.
Sure, yeah. Well, the two worst days of the year to go out to dinner is Valentine's Day and what else? Any guesses? The worst in terms of crowded and you can't get reservations for places that make reservations. Valentine's Day, and there's one more day.
I don't know.
I have no clue.
Mother's Day.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
The worst. So if you're planning on going out to dinner...
we hope you planned ahead.
Yeah, really. like maybe a year or so ago.
Yeah.
Because it gets nuts.
It'll be too packed.
Yeah. No, I mean, and it's funny because my wife, she's like... Oh, you don't have to get me anything. And like, I know that is code for, look, I'm not going to give you a hard time if you don't, but inwardly, my feelings are going to be
I know. That's how I always think too. I'm like, you say that, but I don't think you mean that.
Right.
So I called. I was talking to my parents earlier today, and I called and got a hold of my mom, and she goes, "Yeah, your father said to me last night, 'Hey, when's Valentine's Day?'" And I was like, "It's tomorrow," and I already saw where the call was going.
Valentine's Day. Your dad is a hero, man. I'm telling you.
You know, when you're retired and all the days just kind of run together.
Exactly. Yeah. And I keep hearing about this holiday or something. You're supposed to get flowers or something. What's the deal with that?
It involves naked babies with wings. I don't know.
Naked babies with wings.
Cupid. Do you know where I can buy one? I don't know.
Cupid shoots an arrow.
Yeah, apparently they're great archers. So.
You know, I mean, look, I've said it for years. And again, if you like... I'm not poo-pooing Valentine's Day. I'm not saying it's not a good thing.
He is.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you, we should tell our spouse, girlfriend, significant other, whatever, that you should express your love every day of the year.
Yes,
okay? And
absolutely.
I know that sounds like a trite, like a cliche, but it's true. You should say, I mean, not a day goes by that I don't say to my wife, "I love you," and she says it back to me every single day without fail, in one way or another. Mm-hmm. But it's like, you should do that all the time. You should express your love. But it seems like they've turned Valentine's Day into this giant marketing opportunity now, and whose only purpose is to sell flowers and cards and candy and more expensive things if they think you can afford it. So
all I'm saying is I'm here for all the holidays.
It's
Especially
funny.
if it involves me getting flowers.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Flowers. Well, yeah. The markup for flowers on Valentine's Day has to be insane. It has to be like, one day it's like $99, and you're like the exact same thing the next day. They're like $34. You know what I mean? You're like, what in the world's that?
The last, I want to say 3 years, 2 or 3 years, I've bought flowers for my wife, and I've gone to big retail store, and I'm standing there with 5 or 6 other guys, like late in the day, work is done. We're all standing there together. "Hey, how you doing? Yeah, we're buying flowers." Like everybody's all in the same place, but last minute buying flowers. And of course, the store knows so they can jack it up 800% because they know.
Yeah.
We gotta buy. Our life is on the line. Okay?
Jordan, I don't know if you heard Mr. Romance Unlimited, as Hilly calls himself, at the Heartball Saturday night. You saw those pretty little centerpieces, little floral centerpieces at the table. Hilly was like, "Hey, if I took that home, do you think it would last until Wednesday?" And I'm like, "Leave the centerpiece alone.
This was on Saturday night.
That is not for you. That is not for you to take home."
Kevin's in the kitchen like, "You got any extra steaks back here I can take home?"
I want to cook Valentine's Day for my wife.
This man knows how I think.
Yeah.
Can you see on Valentine's Day, like my wife, she goes, "Hey, don't these flowers look familiar?"
Hilly's leaning over to me and like, "Hey, could you stop drinking that champagne? I want to be able to take the rest home to my wife for Valentine's Day."
These steaks taste oddly familiar. Did we have these recently?
Sadly, we did. That's a whole nother topic which we won't go into here. So, happy Valentine's Day, whatever you're up to. And and I know. Here's the other thing too. Valentine's Day has also turned into an X Day, where
a lot of people like to do that too.
All these ways to show your disdain for your ex.
I was gonna say, if you're single and really hating on your ex, there's all kinds of different things.
You can have cats
that you can do.
On the litter box with their name underneath it.
In fact, those were the cookies I got you guys for Valentine's Day. They were the anti-Valentine's Day cookies, because you guys are my buddies, but you're not my sweethearts. But I still thought, you deserve a little something.
Nobody appreciates a dark sense of humor.
What about you, Aaron? What about you? Have you got what's your most memorable Valentine's Day? Or you have a Valentine's story?
Well, I mean, the husband he does a pretty good job on Valentine's Day. I mean, did you see my flowers?
I see them out there. Yeah,
they're massive and they're pretty, and the man knows what I like. So, but I mean, we're like the Hillies, It's an I love you every day sort of thing.
Oh yeah,
do we
for
go
sure.
Gangbusters like that?
Yeah.
No, not every day. But as far as tonight, I'm picking up pizza on the way home, and we're just gonna hang out because this is the one day he's not on call.
Is it a heart-shaped pizza?
I have no idea what they have. I guess
it's
I'll
a Valentine's.
If you really loved him, you'd get a heart-shaped pizza.
I did pre-order cupcakes, and I already picked those up. So.
See, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, see, if he's hearing this, it's after Valentine's Day, so it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not spoiling any surprises.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't have a Valentine's story, as I recall, because, again, it's not a big deal in our relationship. I got
dumped on Valentine's Day once.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good timing, dude. Good timing, you know?
Yeah.
You might have done it on the 11th or 12th.
Yeah. I mean, I got the whole, it's not you, it's me.
Please.
That's a cop-out.
That's such a, yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, the next day I saw him out and about, and he was, like, with his ex-girlfriend. I was like, oh, okay, it all.
Wait, is it you or her now?
It wasn't really me.
Yeah.
You ever been dumped on?
Not Valentine's Day, no.
I haven't either. I remember when I was single.
No, that's reserved just for me.
When I was single, I was the king of liking girls too fast, like kind of, I really like her, and she was like, yeah, he's like a nice guy, but
what's too fast? Is it within like 5 minutes? Are you declaring your love?
Why is there anything wrong with that?
Billy's on bended knee and 3.5 minutes flat.
I am Kevin Hilly, and I declare my love.
We just got out of line at the post office here. I'm like, you know what I mean? No, I mean, I was always that guy, but it was always like you're a nice guy, but I just want to be friends. The friends word.
Ooh, we got friends.
See, when you say the F word, I mean friends, okay? No.
That's never what you want to hear. It's like, you're a nice guy. You're like, I know where this is going.
I hate being the nice guy.
We've only rode this elevator to the 3rd floor. I just don't feel I'm ready for this level of commitment.
But I was always, as I recall, I was never dating somebody on Valentine's Day. Like, I've already been either dumped before then, or we started a relationship after Valentine's. Because I would have loved to have said, ooh, what can I do for her for Valentine's Day? But I don't think I ever got to that point. It was like the timing was...
Yeah.
So thank God I got married. Because now I can finally do nothing for Valentine's Day and have her appreciate it. So.
There you go.
I love how you went from you're like, I can't wait to do something for Valentine's Day to you're like, yeah, I don't need to do anything.
I'm going to give her a high five.
I got married and
we already got the contract. We're in, so we're in for life.
You knew what you were getting.
So then what's your plans for this evening? Anything?
Well, I don't know. The thing is, we're supposed to meet here near work to take care of some family business. And then I'm thinking maybe we'll just go to dinner because we're already together, So
okay. I'm telling you right now, do not give her the cookie I gave you.
No, I'm not.
The cookie I gave Kevin says ew on it. Ew. And then Jordan says gag.
Yeah. And I'm probably going to violate my own rule going out to dinner on Valentine's Day. So we'll probably find someplace cheap and stand in line.
Look forward to your McDonald's, Donna.
There you go. Hey, I have an app. I'm just saying, I do have some free.
He does have 30,000 points on there.
Yeah, well, I used up a good chunk of them the other day, but so I'm building them back up.
Yeah,
again.
I don't think they serve steak over there. I'm just going to point that out.
Oh, how do you know?
Oh,
maybe I have a special app.
Maybe that's the next item. The McSteak. That's what I was going to just say. Yeah,
the McSteak sandwich. Oh, call us McDonald's. We got all kinds of ideas.
McRibeye.
The McRibeye.
See?
So, well. Valentine's Day, however you're celebrating, we hope it's a great one for you.
Yeah. Well, what are you guys doing tonight?
Tonight, I'm gonna. Like I said, I always do kind of the same.
I can't wait to hear this.
I do the same kind of thing. Well, I'm gonna give my wife some flowers. Are you gonna be busy
plucking roses?
I'm gonna be plucking roses and sprinkling them. No.
How many years you guys been married?
We've been married. It's coming up 7 years.
Talk to me about 5 or 6.
No, you know what? I'm gonna continue to do my romantic things and gestures. I appreciate my wife. She does so much for the family.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, you got a great wife, man. And so do I.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I'm going to get some, chocolate covered strawberries. She loves chocolate covered strawberries. So I'm going to give her some of that. Of course, some flowers. Probably just pick up some dinner tonight on the way home. So.
There you go. Make
that way, there's no cooking involved, nothing like that.
You're setting a good example for your children too. Look how much Daddy values Mommy.
See, that's good.
My kids are all grown out of the house. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah. You said I got to impress my kids anymore.
Exactly.
Impress your wife. That's what you got to
do. She's already impressed. She's married to me. Come on. Mid-Missouri radio personality, Kevin Hilly.
The one and only.
People come up to, it's funny, people come up to her and they say, oh, your husband's Kevin Hilly. She goes, yeah. It goes, for years it's been like, oh, he must keep you laughing all the time. She's like, yeah, he's such a blessing.
My husband's Kevin Hilly. Does she go?
Exactly.
My disappointed sigh.
Yeah.
She's like, she doesn't say it, but I could hear her thinking, yeah, I know. I've heard the same 8 jokes our entire marriage, okay?
So a couple of years ago, the husband had ordered flowers to be delivered, and he always tries to do them like in the morning. He wants to make sure that I get them before like we leave to go do other stuff.
Yeah.
And like he texts me, I don't know, it was like 11 o'clock. Hey, how's your day? Oh, it's good. Because usually if I get something, I'm like, oh, wow, this is great. Thank you. Or send a picture or something like that. Well, it was like 2 o'clock. And I was like, yeah, getting ready to head home. I get this text back in all caps. No, you can't leave yet.
And
I'm like, what? So 3:30, I'm like, can I go now? I've run out of things to do. No, I need you to stay. Something's coming. And I'm like, oh, gosh. So we close at 5. I finally text him back, and I was like, hey, I'm on my way home because we're closed. So whatever's going to, quote-unquote, happen is not happening. And so I went home, and I guess he had asked the flower shop to deliver before 10 a.m., and I don't know what had happened, but anyway, like I got my flowers at home.
He ended up changing the last minute to home,
like
I guess.
6:30 or 7 or something that evening. And yeah, he was not happy.
But thanks. You caused me to work later. Thanks.
I know. I was like, wow, I really enjoyed my 17-hour workday.
My grandpa one time bought flowers for my grandma, and I kid you not, he completely forgets them in the garage. And he goes out like a month later, and he was like, oh, yeah, I bought those for her.
That's fantastic.
I just completely forgot about it.
And Aaron knows this. Well, you've witnessed it yourself, Jordan, that, I know nothing about plants or care of flowers or anything like that. Okay, I've killed some.
Yes, we know because you've killed my plant every time I go on vacation.
So the times where I have brought home flowers, I hand them to her, and it's always the same conversation. Like maybe they're in that paper with water, they're in the glass vase.
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
And I'm always like, okay, what do I do with this? I don't know what to do. Here you go. Happy Valentine's Day. And she's always like, oh, they're beautiful. They're just the color I like, blah, 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 blah. I go, what do we do with these now? She goes, here, I'll take care of it. And then she knows how to cut them, and she puts salt or something in the water or
sometimes
sugar or whatever.
It'll come with like the little packet of stuff, and it's kind of like food for them.
Yeah.
And helps them keep fresher a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff.
But all I know is I want them out of my possession right now. I don't want anything to do with them because they may die in my hand. Okay?
I will tell you, though, once you change the water, then you don't have that stuff. Then your flowers, you'll notice they'll fade quicker. If you have like a little bit of Sprite or 7-Up or something like that.
Ooh, I love Sprite.
You add just maybe a couple tablespoons to your water.
Not for you.
It'll
for the
kind of
flowers.
do the same thing that that little packet does.
Oh, I got two. I just brought to my attention. Okay, so we had me and Emily going to high school. We had a teacher that, I kid you not, he would feed his plant Diet Coke every day.
Really?
And this plant thrived. It was growing. It grew. It was like on a file cabinet. It was like to the ceiling, down on the floor.
It's like this Little Shop of Horrors.
Do you remember what kind of plant it was?
I don't remember what kind of plant it was, but I kid you not. It was the Diet Coke just made this thing thrive.
Was it? Did this plant look at you and go, I'm hungry?
I'm hungry. yeah.
More.
I gotta give my wife props too, because we're right now we've kept it alive like all winter long.
That's amazing.
Yeah. All winter long. We have a orange tree, and I kid you not, like we've kept it alive throughout the winter and everything.
With Diet Coke?
No, with Diet Coke. Not with Diet Coke.
That's a different story.
No.
Try Starry. It hits different.
Starry, yeah. No. So we got an orange tangerine tree that my wife has been literally raising. So we get to plant that sucker when the weather's a little bit. Yeah. So it's survived all winter long.
How about
it's impressive.
that?
So we'll be like, oh, we want oranges. We're going to Jordan's.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
We're road tripping.
My wife knows how to do all that kind of stuff.
She's oranges in mid-Missouri. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
The climate here is like.
Once it gets going, it's fine. Like it's just it'll grow just fine. It's just when it's a sapling, it's like I got to really take care of it.
Got to treat it gingerly.
Meanwhile, Florida's like, hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Yeah.
We got peach trees already in our backyard. Why not some?
You got a peach tree?
Yeah, we got 3. We got 3 peach trees.
How big do they grow?
They're just like smaller peaches, but they're like white peaches.
But
really
will they?
Good,
I mean, if you let them go, will they?
Yeah, I mean they get decent size.
Dude, I love peaches. Bring one in when it's big.
He's not going to give you one of his special backyard peaches.
Delicious peaches.
Hey, you be quiet over there, Aaron Hart. I'm working out a business transaction over here.
You did the whole. Just the disappointment face. So that means Jordan's going to keep peaches in his yard.
Peaches, oranges. Okay. And I will try to come up with a McDonald's steak for you. Again, it's my secret stash that they have. It's only for Kevin. Oh, Kevin, come on in here. Shh, Aaron's looking. Wait. Okay, now I can come in. Okay.
I'm going to start tagging along. I'll be like your shadow. What are you ordering, Kevin? What are you getting, Kevin? What are you getting now?
Hey, you know when they say McRib? Yeah. For me, it's McRib-eye.
McRib-eye.
McRib-eye. Different. Yeah. That's it for this Valentine's edition.
You don't have to end it on such a somber note. That's it for this Valentine's Day edition.
Cat Country remembers.
Cat Country remembers.
Valentine's Day.
And Valentine's Day.
That wraps up this Valentine's Day edition.
Don't edit this out.
Of the KATcast. He goes, don't edit this out. Leave it just the way it is.
Keep it raw.
Fine.
Keep it raw, natural.
Warts and all. If you don't like it, it's Jordan's fault.
You're welcome.
You've been listening to the KATcast, your weekly dose of fun from the staff you know and love on 94.3 Cat Country. Click subscribe and never miss an episode. Share it on social media and tell your friends with 94.3 Cat Country.